everyone, welcome back to my kitchen. My name is Mindy Banks. I'm the Flip Flop Chef. Today I want to show you how to make a Copycat Starbucks recipe for their salted caramel cream cold brew. We're going to use Pampered Chef's cold brew pitcher. I've got some cold brew coffee that I've already brewed here. I recommend that you brew your coffee for at least 24 hours, but if you don't have that much time, 12 hours will do. So if you're new to my channel, please hit the subscribe button while you're here and click the bell so that you know whenever I share new videos. And also go to theflipflopchef.com, click the button at the top of the page to join my recipe community. So I'm going to show you how to make this Copycat salted caramel cream cold brew coffee, and it's so much cheaper to do this at home than to go through the drive-thru. So I've got our coffee. I use Cafe Bustelo coffee when I make cold brew, and it's so easy to make. I have other videos showing you how to do that, but I'll use this empty pitcher just to give you an example. When you get your cold brew pitcher, you're going to get two different filters here. So this is your fruit infuser. So if you wanted to put fruit and herbs in here, you can make like spa water. This little piece comes right off, and so it's interchangeable between the two. You're not going to ever be using both of these at the same time. Both of these at the same time. So that's why you use the same little funnel cap. So for fruit infused water, you're going to just put your fruit and herbs in here, lower this down into the cold brew pitcher, pour your water over the top, and let it sit for a few hours or even overnight. Just be cautious if you're putting any citrus in them. If it has the rind on them, over time you're going to get that bitter flavor from the rind, so you may not want to brew or let that infuse for too terribly long, or you may not like the water that you make. So add the citrus in maybe a couple hours before you're ready to serve it if you're making this ahead of time. So that's how you make fruit infused water. To make the cold brew coffee, you're going to need the coffee filter. So this is a super fine filter because a lot of times you're going to use an espresso ground coffee. That's what I use when I use Cafe Bustelo, and it's super ground, and so you don't want to lose those grounds in between the filter. It'll go into your coffee. So that's why you need a fine filter. So you're going to put those two pieces together, slide this down in there when you put your coffee in there, about a cup of grounds, and add about 5 cups of water. Put the lid on this, put it in the refrigerator, and let it brew for 24 hours. After that time is up, then you're going to have your cold brew, which I have here in this pitcher. And this is not a full pitcher because I do like my coffee and I drink a good bit of this every single day. And I recommend getting 2 cold brew pitchers if you really love coffee, because you can always have one pitcher brewing and one that you're drinking from. So let's go ahead and get started. So in here, I just have my cold brew coffee. I don't have the filter in there anymore, no coffee grounds. We're going to fill our cup with ice, and then we're going to pour the coffee over the ice. We're going to add some salted caramel syrup and some vanilla, and then add our heavy cream. So it's super easy to make this. You just need a couple of ingredients. So let's get our ice in there. I like putting ice in my insulated bowls. They're meant to keep things hot, but they also keep things cold. So it's pretty cool to be able to use it for both things. So we've got our cup, we have our ice. We're going to pour over our coffee. I tend to cover the ice with coffee, and then we're going to add our caramel syrup. So I'm using Torani brand salted caramel syrup. You can find this at Marshall's, Home Goods, TJ Maxx almost regularly. This bottle was $6.99, so this is a little bit more than one of these cold brew coffees if you go through the Starbucks drive-thru. And so you're, oops, I already measured this out. So you're going to save yourself some money by buying the syrup and making it at home. So I measured out 2 tablespoons of the caramel syrup. I'm going to pour that in, and then we're going to add 1 teaspoon of Pampered Chef's vanilla extract. Our vanilla extract is double strength, but I still add the full teaspoon, and this is also a limited time item, so it's not something we carry around. If it's not available at the time that you're watching this video, you can use any really good quality vanilla extract. And if you want to learn how to make your own vanilla, you can watch some of my other videos that show you how to make it in a pressure cooker, and also using a sous vide function on our deluxe multi-cooker. So we have our coffee, we have our salted caramel cream syrup, or salted caramel syrup, and we have our vanilla extract. I'm just going to take a little swivel spoon. You can use any long-handled spoon. Just get this mixed together nicely, and then we're going to add our heavy cream. You can measure this out if you like. I just tend to pour to my liking. So a few tablespoons of that. Isn't that beautiful? So this is how you make a copycat version of Starbucks salted caramel cream cold brew coffee. And if you don't know this already, cold brew coffee is so good and so smooth, way less bitter than hot brew coffee because it's never been heated up. And so if you wanted to use coffee that you brewed hot and cooled down, it's still going to taste great, but you're not going to have that same smooth flavor that you get when you use cold brew coffee. And if you have any stomach issues or bladder issues with high acid food and drinks, I recommend that you switch to cold brew coffee, and I bet you'll see a lot of those problems go away, because the acid in hot brew coffee is so much higher than in coffee that you brew cold and never heat it up. So I hope this video is helpful for you. If you'd like to get a cold brew pitcher for your kitchen, I am a consultant with the Pampered Chef. I would love the opportunity to help you with that. Just reach out to me using any of the contact forms, regardless of where you're watching this video, and I would love the opportunity to help you. Go to theflipflopchef.com and join my recipe community or reach out to me there, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Take care.